Hi, I'm Samantha Varner, and this is the She Needs Grit podcast, the show where I dig into how to prioritize profit in your business and build an empire using grit and strategy and doing it in a simple, no BS kind of way. Let's get started. Hello, this is She Needs Grit podcast, and I am your host, Samantha Varner. I'm sitting here this morning, early Saturday morning, in my office, looking forward to getting to record some podcasts while my kids are off at a sleepover. So it will be quiet around here, guys. I'm really excited about that. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about how you structure your business in a way that actually supports the life that you want to build. And I think what happens for most entrepreneurs is we forget that that's the whole reason that we're doing this. So, 97% of the people that I talk to when we're having that, but why do you have a business conversation? Like, what made you get into this? The conversation is always, I got into this because I wanted to work less hours. I wanted to have more flexibility. I wanted to build time in for my family or for traveling or leisure in general. And the vision, the ideal of entrepreneurship is the fact that you can do that, right? You can create a business and it can support your life. And what happens for so many people in entrepreneurship is that that's what they say they want, but they don't do the work to get there. So instead, they find themselves in a situation where now I have a business, I work more hours than I've ever worked before in my job. I'm making less money than I made in my job to begin with, or the money I'm making just doesn't feel worth it because I'm sacrificing so much on the other side of things that I can't even see the value of this, right? That's where we find burnout in entrepreneurs, and it definitely exists. So, what I want you to think about is not so much how much time you work and what are your goals for income. We talk a lot about that on this podcast, but today that's not the issue. The issue, I think, is stumbling around or completely ignoring the C part of the crush formula. So, if you're not familiar, I have a crush formula. There are 5 categories. They line up nicely with the letters of crush. And those are the 5 areas that if you have them super dialed in, then you're going to be able to be successful in your business. You're going to be able to create the life that you want, the income that you want, the flexibility that you want, all of the things. But these 5 pieces are super critical. And so today we're going to talk just about the C and only really a portion of the C. But the C in my mind is the core of your business. And that's how I talk about it with my clients. That's how I think about it myself. With the core being extremely strong, you have the ability then to build a business or renovate a business you already have to support that vision. And you need to know what you're aiming for. And what happens is we get all bogged down in things like softwares and finding clients and sales and all those things. And if you forget the core, if you forget the values you want to live by in your life and forcing your business to be kind of the wing woman, right? You're you're the business owner and your business is doing something for you. It is creating the life that you want to lead. And the life comes first. So if you're the type of person who decides, I want to take 8 weeks of vacation every single year without it being a problem, the joy of entrepreneurship is that you can start your business with that intent. You can create that space in your business. And none of your clients are going to have an issue with it because it's always been the way it is. And some of you are probably sitting there thinking, okay, all right, I kind of get that, but I'm, 5 years into my business and I have a lot of established clients and it would be very hard for me to pull back and change and not be as available. And that's just a story you're telling yourself. Your clients work within the confines of business owners and what their rules are every single day. And you are not going to, I don't know, collapse your entire business if you push back and say, listen, I'm taking 3 weeks here, 2 weeks here, an additional 2 weeks over here. People, as long as they know what's going on, generally speaking, don't have a problem with it. So if you're sitting here and thinking, like, I am very much ruled by my business, I don't have time to go away. And I want to caveat that a little bit, okay? There are people I know that go away all the time, right? They have some level of vacation all the time. But you know what? They are never disconnected from that business. They are never, okay, I'll tell you a little story. Um, Sorry, Dad, if you're listening, but this is one of the memories I have as a kid. So, my dad owned a construction company, and I remember going on a holiday. I don't know what year this would have been, but going on a holiday to British Columbia. And I remember a lot about that trip. But one of the things I definitely remember is my dad going to the payphone and calling Pat and finding out what the job site looked like. What did the work look like? How much had gotten done? What were the problems with, whoever he was waiting for, suppliers, etc. And what I saw in that um, was just he didn't have the ability or the structure in place to be able to step back completely from his business and be 100% all in on that holiday, right? He had to keep checking in. He felt obliged to keep checking in. And it became something where it's like, that's the problem with that is that you never get downtime. There's not actual rest if you still have the back of your business running in the back of your brain at all times. That is not vacation. That is doing your job from somewhere else. And it's not the same thing. So if this kind of hits home a little bit, if you feel like, oh crap, I'm that person on the holiday, right? I am checking in, or I just want to post on social a little bit, or I need to make sure that the clients are okay, or honestly, I can't take vacation because I can't fathom how that would even work. I don't have a structure to support that in the back end of my business. Then I want you to actually start solving this problem, not from the what can I change in my business to make this feasible, but instead, I want you to sit there and think about and vision, what life do you want? How many hours do you want to work in your business? What level of, this is not a word, but step awayness? How frequently do you want to be able to just put it down and trust and know that you've set it up in a way that your business will be fine when you get back, that it will still be functioning, that clients will be served and taken care of, and that won't mean a decrease in your income for you to be able to create the life you really want to live. Because the reality is, business is just supposed to support your life. And if business has become your life, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it hard and you're making it not feel good, right? It's really hard to maintain a level of enthusiasm and joy and excitement when you have no opportunity to get away, right? There's no opportunity to, like, absence makes the heart grow fonder. You're going to be way more excited to come back and work in the business if you know you actually get to step away and embrace all the parts of your life that you want to embrace that are honestly more important than your business, right? So I really want to have you think about this. I want you to really consider, have you inadvertently created a business that you feel like you need to be there 24/7, 365, or else it won't run? Okay, if that's you, then I want you to ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to live? What do I want to have in my life more of? Do you want to be able to take every Friday off and work a 4-day work week? Do you want to be able to travel for extended periods of time regularly, not just that one off dream vacation? Do you want to be able to have the income to upgrade to your dream house, which is property somewhere, and not be in the city? Do you have a burning desire to, I don't know, own a fast car that maybe isn't my dirty minivan, and have that be something that you could pay for with cash and you could make the time to drive it and go on road trips? I don't know what it is for you, but I do know that if you're building a business and you're going to work this hard anyway, then building it around the business and the life you want to lead, and having that business have your back and create those things for you, is a hell of a lot more valuable than having a business that makes a ton of money that you never have an opportunity to spend. You don't get downtime, you're working over holidays, you don't get to travel or adventure because you don't let the business come second. So if you're sitting there today and you're thinking like, Sam, you are talking right to me. This is the reality of what I've created. How do I uncreate it, right? How do I unweave these negative habits that I've created? And how do I reweave something that makes my heart light up, right? Then it's really simple. I book consult calls where we talk about where you are right now, where you want to be, and what is the thing that is getting in the way. So, like, you're walking away with clarity and sureness in what you could do to create that shift in your business. So, if you're knowing that you just can't see the forest for the trees and you want to figure out how to build a business that supports your life and allows you to build this dream life that you've just thought of while we've been talking, then seriously, just DM me on Instagram at shecollective.biz and let's book a consult. Let's have a conversation around what's in the way and let me help you get it the hell out of the way so that you can actually live the life you want to live and have your business all at the same time. Okay, guys, I will talk to you next week. Have a great week.